Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. It is wine and golf ball time. My name is auctioneer Patrick, and I'm so excited to be with you today as we kick off a week of fundraising for the incredible children's course, home of the First Tee Greater Portland. We have a wonderful program for you today. As we get started, I do want to encourage you. Drop a comment in the chat. Say hello. Tell us where you're from and your connection to the children's course or First Tee Greater Portland. We'd love to be able to say a little hello back at you. And I also want to let you know, every time you leave a comment today, we will be entering you into a drawing for a free $25 Amazon gift card. So make sure you leave us a comment. And then lastly, feel free to ask any questions, friends. If you got any questions about what we're doing today, anything about wine and golf ball, anything about the children's course, anything about First Tee Greater Portland, please ask plenty of questions. So, hey, it is my honor to welcome to the proverbial stage here today a couple of individuals that we could not do what we do without. First and foremost, I want to introduce our executive director at the children's course. Please welcome Mr. Steve Marshall. Steve,
Hello.
how are you, buddy?
Good. Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah, it's going to be a big week. And then also joining us is our fundraising and event coordinator, the always popular, the always legendary. Could not be a more appropriate event, wine and golf ball, for our fundraising and event coordinator. Put your virtual hands together as we welcome Denise Townsend to the stage.
Hi, everybody.
What's happening? Hey, Steve, this is your first wine and golf ball, but this is not your first time around the children's course. I've got a little video footage here. Would you mind me sharing that with everybody?
Please do. Thank you.
Let's take a look at it and look at these two youngsters out at the children's course. They're taking some pretty wild cuts at it. It looks like big sister is helping out little sister. Am I right there?
That is right. That's Summer, the bigger one, and Sydney, my younger. That's unbelievable. 19 years ago, 2005. Yeah.
Can you believe it? I mean, 2005, that's when that was?
It is. It's just touches my heart to be able to see that video. So to show it today is really special for the Marshall family.
Yeah, and so everybody gets a sense. There's Summer and Sydney there. They've grown up, Steve.
They have grown up, and it's funny. I can still remember the conversation that my wife Vicki and I had many years ago as we were new to the golf, industry, hardly played, but we thought, how cool would it be if golf could become central in our family's life and be just something that we could do together forever. And the girls took it over from there. We explored, we found the children's course, just loved the First Tee programming, got them involved at that real young age. And they took it from there. They played competitively in many different capacities and are still very active in the game today. So pretty special to be able to look back and see where it all began.
Yeah, it's awesome. And now you're in the new position as our executive director and our big leader. And we can't welcome you enough. We're so excited to have you on the team and leading the charge. And the first big opportunity is this week with wine and golf ball, isn't it?
It is. And a quick comment on being back, a full circle opportunity for me. I mean, I look at it as just an amazing opportunity to serve. And it's just a blessing for me to be back here and to have a partnership with the team that has been here for years. So I'm thankful.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, speaking of the team, we've got one of our fellow board members, Casey Waggy, is out, clearly not doing what he's supposed to be doing at work. Casey is giving us a little shout out. Casey, thank you for all that you do for the children's course, past board chair, and always heavily involved in wine and golf ball. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, Casey, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week at Waverley, but more importantly, I'm looking forward to seeing Darcy at Waverley next week. So, and Casey, you are in the drawing, so that is fantastic. Hey, friends, just want to remind you, everybody that leaves us a comment is entered into a drawing today to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So make sure you chat in. And I see folks are tuning in. Even Mike Pittman is in the house, right? So make sure you drop a drop a note in there, Mike. I know you could use a $25 Amazon gift card, so it's fantastic. Hey, we've got a big week coming up, Steve. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen?
Yeah, today is all about kicking off the wine and golf ball event for next week, as you say, Patrick. And we are just so honored that we're going to be able to host our event this year at the prestigious Waverley Country Club. I'm so thankful to them, and what a neat place for us to be able to go to next week. We realize that not everybody can show up in person, and so this is fun. We're excited to be able to combine the best elements of online and in-person fundraising, just so that we can maximize our audience and really reach out so that people can support the program. I think it's important for everybody to know that over the next week, we just welcome your support. The auction will be live. There'll be so many different opportunities to get involved in our mission. So thank you for being here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, Steve, we couldn't do this event without sponsors, and I know you had several you wanted to thank and acknowledge. We definitely want to give them a big shout out because that helps really helps us grow our programs and the impact we're having on the youth.
Yeah, I can just underline that. I'll start with our presenting sponsors. These folks have been with us for years, but Jason Gale at Les Schwab, thank you. Jim Pliska at Space Age, thank you. And our board member and later this year incoming board chair, Matt Mahoney at US Bank. Boy, thank you so much. Well, let's keep going. Our champagne sponsors, the Campbell Foundation, also our founders here at the Children's Course, Duncan and Cindy Campbell. Pacific Lumber and Truss, Stan and Leslie Reniker. Stan is a board member emeritus. Our reserve sponsors, AT&T, Baron Liebman, Generations LLC, Heffernan Insurance Brokers, Key Event Services, Sherlock Demunis, and the Old Spaghetti Factory have been with us for years. Finally, our cuvee sponsors are Brown & Brown and Pinewood Golf. Thank you, everybody, so much for being involved.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, and when I hear those companies, Steve, I'm always amazed at the individuals associated with them. You know, when every one of those organizations has some connection to our program for years. Many of them have been on our board over the years. You mentioned Stan being a board member emeritus, and Michael Demunez also having been on the board, and our good friends Annie and Mike Chisholm always making things happen in the community. So, yeah, that's really awesome, and gives us a great start on the fundraising for this week. Hey, Steve, as we're going to be obviously very successful, hopefully over the next 8 days or so with our event, give me a sense of how you, as the leader of the organization, envision using the dollars that are raised over the next 8 days.
Yeah, what a pleasure. First, we're always looking for ways to expand our programs because we are so committed to being able to reach kids and teens where they're at. We have a lot of great programming here at the course, but our ability to take that out beyond our walls to touch those kids' lives is really special. So that'd be the first. Secondly, because we believe that golf should be accessible to all, we have long been committed to financial aid. And so that's just critical. And without everybody's support, there are hurdles that certain individuals and families can face in thinking about golf as something significant. So we love to be there for them. And last but not least, in order to be able to do all of this, you need great coaches. Though our coaches are not just golf coaches, what we care about is people actually being mentors in the lives of these young people. And so for us to be able to not only afford, the coaches we have today, but to expand the ranks to be able to reach more kids in 2024 and beyond, this event makes all the difference in the world. I also wanted to say, the first tee, our programming arm, boy, I just can't say enough great things about the organization. Their tagline, I think, is really important to this conversation. They talk about kids becoming a game changer. And how they set that up is they say, through the lens of a kid, I can change the game and change the world by simply being the best version of myself. So as we do what we're doing, yes, it's those three things, but ultimately what we're doing is we're creating game changers for life.
Yeah, and we couldn't do it without the support of all the individuals on the other side of the cameras today, and that will be logging into Wine and Golf Ball over the next 8 days, joining us at Waverley next Wednesday. We just couldn't do it without them, and they're making game changers. That's a great way to say it. Hey, speaking of game changers, our good buddy and newer board member Eric Gelati chiming in today. He's all excited. I see he's already been in there bidding and got his tickets. He's ready to go. So it's going to be a great event. Thanks for tuning in today, Eric. It's fantastic. Hey, Steve and Denise, how about I dive into how folks can start participating and helping us out? How's that sound?
Please do. Thank you.
Yeah, let's take a look. We've got it could not be any easier, my friends. All you've got to do is very simply start out by going to wineandgolfball.com. You don't have to remember any special URLs. So you're going to the Wine and Golf Ball, go to wineandgolfball.com. Once you're there, friends, you'll see that everything is right in front of you. I want to also let you know that the site is very mobile friendly. So you do it on your phone. That's great too. When you get there, if you are new to the Wine and Golf Ball, you'll see there's a little tag up at the top that says register. And I'm going to encourage you to register so that we can stay in touch with you, keep you up to date on everything associated with Wine and Golf Ball, but also things that are happening at the Children's Course in First Tee Greater Portland. And once you register, you're going to get an email, folks. And when you get that email, it'll be confirming your email address. I'm going to encourage you. There'll be a link there to download the Auctioneer app, which is the platform that we use to run Wine and Golf Ball on. And I'm going to encourage you to take a minute, download that app. I find it incredibly positive and a great experience because that way I kind of get notified if I get outbid on things, Steve. I know that's something you're going to be paying attention to over the next few days, but it's just a great way it's very user friendly. So make sure you download that Auctioneer app, and you'll also get your text notifications also. So once you're there, you're going to notice we've got a couple of raffles this year. And before I start, I want to say the first option here is tickets. Denise, people can still buy tickets right now for next week's event at Waverley, correct?
Absolutely, sure can.
Yeah, absolutely. And all you have to do is click on tickets, and we've got a couple of options for you. Yeah, there's 38 remaining right now. So jump on there. I would anticipate we sell out the event every year. And over the next couple of days, those tickets are going to disappear. So if you haven't gotten one for you and your spouse, significant other, whoever you want to bring with you, get a couple of tickets and share the word out there. Let people know that they can enjoy an incredible evening. We'll talk to Denise a little later about all the incredible things that will happen that night at Wine and Golf Ball at Waverley. We've got two raffles that folks online can get involved. And this is one of the things, Steve, you drew attention to it, right? Golf should be accessible for all. Our programs we want to make accessible for all. And the Wine and Golf Ball is really accessible for everybody. You don't have to buy a ticket to participate in the online auction or to participate in the raffles. And there's a couple of great opportunities, two different price points here, folks. The first is I'm gonna pop onto our Amazon gift card raffle. We're going to be giving away a $500 Amazon gift card, folks. And we're only going to sell 100 chances to win it. There's quite a few left right now, 92 of them, in fact. But the tickets are only $25. So jump on there and we will spin the magic wheel of names next Wednesday at Waverley. You do not need to be present to win. And we will give away a $500 Amazon gift card. Now, folks, you're going to love this. Do you see that little gray box there, Steve? All right, so I know you're new to this game.
Yeah.
See that gray box pop up? Somebody just bid on a package. So we love those boxes popping up. Okay. Our second raffle that we're doing this year is, I think this is a new one for us, right, Dee?
It is.
Yeah. And this is the golden ticket raffle. We're only selling 100 of these tickets. They are $100 a piece. But Denise, you've got a wonderful selection of trips that people can win on this one. They'll get their choice of how many trips is here.
There's 4 trips in this year's option. There's a walking and wine tour in Cortona, Italy, 7 nights in Mexico, 5 nights in Hawaii, or you can go to the happiest place on earth.
Would that be Disneyland?
That would be Disneyland.
How about that, huh? One lucky winner. There's only 100 tickets available, folks. There is no rules about buying multiple tickets as long as they're available. Increase your odds. And regardless if you win or lose, remember you're supporting the kids who are benefiting from the programs at the children's course in First Tee Greater Portland. All right. So those are our 2 raffles that people can get involved in. When we go back, look at all those boxes popping up, Steve. This is good news, man. I love it when those are happening.
Yeah.
You're getting all excited now, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, love it. It's the easiest money you've ever raised, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is fantastic. We've also got a couple of opportunities for you here if you would like to make a donation. And Denise, I'm going to have you explain a couple of these. We've got a sponsor a child opportunity. And can you tell folks a little bit about what happens with that program?
They're sponsoring kids to go to camps and classes, 8-week classes at the children's course or one of our other facilities. And so it helps the kids with their program. Yeah.
Making it accessible for everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then one that I love, we have at least 1 van, if not 2 there at the children's course. And we've got an opportunity for people to help us out with fueling the van, right, Dee?
Yeah, absolutely. We are looking to get a second van, and we all know that gas isn't going down anytime soon. So that's always an opportunity to help out as well.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. And you can just, whatever amount you're comfortable with, once again, just pick an amount that you would like to help us fuel that van so we can get the kids to the programming. You know, many of our kids may be in a situation where they need a ride, and that's one of the features that we can do at the children's course is help them out by having fuel in that van. So that is awesome. Big shout out. We've got an international viewer today, folks. Roger Windyke is all the way in Great Britain, as I know, and he's tuning in today. So Roger, get ready to bid high and bid often, buddy. He's a big supporter over there in the UK. Also, we have 2 types of auctions, friends, and our online auction, which is open to everybody. Okay. Started today, and people are already bidding incredibly fast, which is awesome. I'm going to jump right into the online auction component. And when you click on there, Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say there are, there's 141 packages in our online auction. Is that a record?
I believe so. Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't recall ever having 141 packages available. And the selection this year is phenomenal. Everything from golf equipment to memorabilia, travel opportunities. And of course, it wouldn't be the wine and golf ball without a lot of wine opportunities also. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah, this is fantastic. So folks, there's at least 5 pages here. There might even be more. of different opportunities to bid. Looky here. I mean, golf and lunch with Terry Porter, legendary trailblazer Terry Porter. Get to play at Waverley Country Club. I know Mike was tuned in a few minutes ago, Mike Pittman, our board member, and I did make this observation a little bit earlier that golf with Pittman at Waverley is currently bid higher than golf with Trailblazer legend Terry Porter. So I found that entertaining, and that was fantastic. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. So let's cook in. I want to show folks how. Was that a comment, Denise?
Yeah, I was just going to add to that I've actually played golf with Terry Porter. I haven't played with Mike Pittman yet, but I did play golf with Terry Porter at Waverley, and it was a really good time. It was really
so. Denise, I won't tell anybody, but you're allowed to bid on golf with Mike Pittman, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's dive in. I'm going to grab a package. Jameson Scotch sounds like a great package. There's also Freshen Your Gear, Take a Leap. I mean, Dundee. I just, there's so many opportunities here. I don't know which one I want to dive into. I'm gonna say, for the fun of it, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna dive into this Wine and Dine number 3 because we have several Wine and Dine packages. But when you pop into any individual package, folks, there's a couple of things that I want to draw your attention to. Looky here. Look who is chiming in. This is amazing. Great packages. Well, thanks to you, Robin Harrington, board chair. You have been the procurement queen, the one with the mostest by far. Let's do it for the kids. Absolutely. And she's also cheering everybody on. She listened to you there, Steve. She's saying, let's help us create some game changers. So, Robin, thanks for all you're doing, not only with Wine and Golf Ball, but just as an organization as a whole. Your leadership has been inspirational over the last couple of years, and we can't thank you enough for all you do for the kids and for all of us at the Children's Course First Tee Greater Portland. So once I'm in a package, Steve, have you bid on anything yet, Steve?
Not yet, but
Okay.
I will be.
All right. Okay. So I want to make sure you're following it along because this is be your maiden voyage here. So first thing you want to know is that bidding ends in 8 days plus bid extension. Okay. And what that means is that on May 2nd at 12 o'clock. So that is on Thursday next week, the day after we all gather at Waverley. The bidding will start to end at noon. And when I say start to end, what it means is this is an auction, Steve, and we take bids until people are done bidding, just like I would from the podium. So one of the features of our software is that if anybody bids on a package in the last 5 minutes of bidding, in other words, from 11:55 a.m. on Thursday, May 2nd to noon, it will automatically notify the person who's been outbid, but it will also extend the closing time another 5 minutes. All right. And so that person who just gets notified has an opportunity to dive in and bid again. Now that can happen infinitely. So in other words, as long as people bid, it will keep extending the finish time. It's only on that specific item though. Okay. So don't get confused. Don't get frustrated. Also, save yourself the stress of trying to bid on all the packages at 11:59 and a half. Just go in there and bid away, and it will the bid times will extend. So you're not going to have any problems there. The next thing it's always going to tell you, friends, is what the current high bid is. And currently the high bid on this package is at $90. It will tell you what you need to bid to be the winner. And the next bid must be at least 100. Okay. So now you have the opportunity. You're ready to get the bid. Now there's a couple of things to keep in mind. When I think about this package, right, because the details are right here below, this package, it says, is a true embodiment of sophistication and taste, offering an unrivaled experience for discerning food and wine enthusiasts. This includes an incredible bottle of wine donated by Stan and Leslie, but also a gift certificate to Tavern on Cruise, which is a fabulous, fabulous restaurant. So I wonder to myself how much this gift certificate is. It's $100 gift certificate. So that is fantastic. All right. So I know there's a really nice bottle of wine. If Stan and Leslie Reneker are donating it, I know it's worth a lot. I need to bid at least 100, but you know what? I would be willing to bid $200 on this package. Okay. Now, what's important is, Steve, we all like to get a good deal, right? So what I want to say is I'm willing to bid 200, but if I could get it for 100, that would be fantastic, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little box down here that says place as a proxy bid. And what that means, Steve, is that I'm going to bid $200, but what it's going to do is it's going to bid the minimum amount that I have to bid to stay in the lead, and it will continue to bid for me up to $200. So I could potentially win this package for $100, $110, $120, and so on. I will not get notified until it reaches 200 and I get outbid. Then it'll tell me I got outbid. Okay. So I'm going to click on this bid 200. I've got places a proxy bid on there, and bingo, there we go. So are you sure you want to bid a maximum of $200? I always love it that it checks you, because every now and then I add an extra zero. I didn't mean to bid 2,000, and I click OK, and bingo. Now you see what happened there, Steve. The next bid must be at least 110. So if you were to go in and bid 110 against me right now, it would automatically advance my bid to 110. Okay. Now, if you want to see who you're bidding against, well, we don't have it set up there. I don't know why, but we should. I always like to see who we're bidding against, but we don't have it on there right now. So we'll check back on that later. But anyhow, this is where you want to place those bids. Now, the other thing I want to draw your attention to, folks, is that when you go into a package, you may be a package that maybe it's not your favorite cuisine. Maybe it's not your favorite wine. Maybe it's whatever. Okay. But you have somebody you know who would love this package. Okay. And I want to draw your attention to these icons right up here at the top, where you can share a post to Facebook or to X, which was formerly Twitter. You can also share it in other multiple ways, or you can just grab a link and share it out to your community, share it out to your friends. Maybe send a link to that one person who you know would love to bid on this package and let them know it's available. Friends, this is how we spread the word about the impact of the children's course and First Tee Greater Portland, is we let all these folks that maybe aren't on the mailing list, maybe not aware of what we do, we draw their attention to what's happening in our online auction with these incredible packages, and let them start supporting the kids benefiting from our programs at the First Tee Greater Portland and at the children's course, as well as our other facilities. So don't hesitate. If I clicked on Facebook right there, it would automatically open up and create a post for me. And it will only post that item, folks, on this, using it this way. So I could tag somebody, hey, great opportunity for some of my good friends, maybe live in a different part of town than you, the restaurant's close by, whatever it is. Make sure you get out there and share it. So Steve, I know you're a big social media guy. Denise is a big social media person. So they are going to get the word out. So I do encourage you to not share the ones you're bidding on, though, Steve. Okay. That can be expensive if you share it, right? So let's but the ones that you see other folks you think would love, get on it and make that happen. So there's incredible packages here. I do also want to draw attention. We, as I said, there's 141 packages here. Our live auction is also available for preview. Now, these are packages that we will sell in the live auction when Amy, Troy, and I are at Waverley next week, and she'll introduce them and I'll sell them. I'll do the fast talking, and we're going to sell. There's some incredible packages here. These are only available for bidding on in person. We will make available, because there's some really special opportunities here. We will make proxy bidding available. If you are not able to join us next week and you would like to tell us what your maximum bid would be on any one of these packages, I want you to reach out to Denise. Her email is right here. Okay. Reach out to Denise. She'll be in touch with you, and they will communicate that information to me as the auctioneer. And I will, in essence, handle your proxy bid. So I will bid for you from the stage as people in the room are bidding. So we'll make sure you get the best deal possible until you get outbid, and then you should have been there in person. But that's a great opportunity. Now, I know both of you probably have some packages that we want to highlight. And so I see you giving me a little bit of a list, but who wants to start?
I certainly can start. We've got a great getaway to the Mackenzie River in a cabin for 2 nights for 4 guests at a cabin called Shady Rest, and a foursome at Tokatee. I think that would make a great experience for you, a family, or 2 couples, or whoever wants to go, maybe a girls trip.
Absolutely. You're all about them girls trips. Looky here, all these incredible items. Tokatee, one of the all-time iconic golf courses in the state of Oregon, the Pacific Northwest. There's nothing like an afternoon at Tokatee. And to be able to stay at a cabin also, what a cool deal. You've also, it looks like Howard and Ann Cumberland made that stay at the Riverside Cottage possible. That's awesome. And then, wow. And more wine. Shocking. There's wine in this package, Denise.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Steve, what's one of your favorites?
Well, I was thinking about that, and there's so many people that touch us that say, I'm just getting started, and they might want to take a golf lesson. And one of the pros at Lake Oswego volunteered to give a couple of lessons, and Sarah Archuleta, she's an amazing instructor. So this is an opportunity to get 2 lessons from her to brush up on your game and just take that next step.
Absolutely. Now, have you taken some lessons from Sarah? Can you attest to her talent level as an instructor?
I have seen her teach over the years. I haven't personally done it, but boy, she is really special, and she's great with kids and adults. So either way, you can't go wrong.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. And we really want to thank Sarah for making that, supporting the children's course and First Tee Greater Portland with that very generous gift and opportunity. Give me another one. Let's, there's one on there. I just can't believe this is in the auction, but I know somebody who might be interested in it. I'm not allowed to talk about it, am I, Denise?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
All right. So we have an incredible opportunity. If you are a music fan and you like Zach Bryan, we have a package. Looky here. This is 2 tickets to see Zach Bryan. It's donated by the Campbell Foundation, our founders, Duncan and Cindy Campbell. And I meant to say it earlier, Steve, but one of the things that you said early in your comments, and now that I see Duncan and Cindy's name, makes me refresh my memory, is mentoring, right? Mm-hmm. And there's not a better steward of mentoring than the Campbell family. They've just, the things that they've done for young people across the United States is just unbelievable. But they've made this package available. This is for his concert Tuesday, November 26th, and at the Moda Center, and you'll have an exceptional view of the stage in section 111. If you don't know, that's very close to Zach himself. That'll be awesome. So bid high and bid often, and make that happen. So that's fantastic. We also, the golf packages are awesome in here. I mean, for many years, we've had Harbor Town in our live auction. Maybe it's not. If I spelt it right, it would be right. There we go. Every now and then. This is an incredible opportunity for somebody. Thanks to Stan and Leslie Reneker for making this possible. But if you were watching the PGA Tour last week and watching Scotty Scheffler on his incredible run and win another PGA Tour golf event, following up after the Masters. In fact, him and I believe Bernhard Longer are the only two individuals to win the week after they've won the Masters. So that's a pretty cool deal. But you can go to Harbortown and stay at the Harbortown Yacht Club. This is an incredible opportunity. This is a 1 week long stay in a 1-bedroom unit. So what a great escape with that special person in your life. Go enjoy Harbortown. And it's available on our online auction. And right now, I got to tell you, at $750 for a week, that's pretty incredible deal. So get in there now and set a proxy bid at about $5,000 because that's what it's worth. And but the bidding's at $750 right now, so you get the best deal possible. And share it out with your buddies. Maybe you got some friends on the East Coast, Steve. Maybe you've got some friends on the East Coast, and Harbortown's too far for you and Vicky to go. But some friends on the East Coast that would love to go down to Harbortown. Go ahead and share it out, right? As Robin says, making it easy to share it out with everybody is important for helping us make game changers. So let's dive in and share it out. Now, let's talk a little bit about this live auction. I don't know how many years I've been involved with the wine and golf ball, but it's been quite a few. And I'm going to say this is our best selection ever, Denise, in my opinion.
I agree.
Of the incredible opportunities that we have here. Which one, we're not going to be bidding that night. Well, maybe Steve is, but Denise and I won't be. So, Steve, what's your favorite one in here in the live auction?
I think that the helicopter tour would be absolutely amazing, to be able to drop in on a winery or two and just what a day that would be.
Yeah. Now this is a really cool package, Steve. We got to dive into this a little bit. You're gonna spend 2 nights at Stoller Family Estates in one of their cottages, right there on the property. You're gonna spend 2 nights there, and then you've got a wine tasting there at Stoller. But then one of the days you're there, after you do a little wine tasting at Stoller, you're going to get picked up by a helicopter from our friends at Jerry Trimble Helicopters, and they are going to take you over to Zenith on a helicopter, friends. And if you haven't seen the Willamette Valley and wine country from a helicopter, this is an incredible experience. Drop you at there at Zenith, and you'll get a wine tasting and a whole sorts of different things and opportunities there. We've got a little champagne to celebrate. And the one name that's missing on here that's put this whole deal together, Denise, is our good friend Joe Vaughn, new to the board. Joe is an incredibly talented individual, great supporter of golf in general, but now an integral part of our board of directors at the Children's Course and First Tee Greater Portland. Joe put this package together with his friends, along with some help from Cindy and also Michelle Campbell and Steve Terry, obviously on our board for many years also. But what a great package, Joe! Thanks for leading the charge on that package. That's awesome. All right, Denise, what's your favorite one?
Well, I have a hard time with them all. I think Gearhart Getaway would be a really great package.
Yeah. Another new friend to the Children's Course and First Tree. Looky here, Sam Coonrod. Chiming in. Very cool package. Thanks for tuning in, Sam. That is awesome. I'm assuming, Denise, but that is relative. I don't want to show my ignorance here, but some connection to Jenna, probably.
Yep, that would be her husband. Yeah.
That's awesome. Give Jenna, one of our favorite people of all times, ran our programs here at the Children's Course before becoming a mom here recently. Give Jenna a big hug for all of us at the Children's Course and First Tee Greater Portland. All right, Denise, we're headed to our getaway at Gearhart, and our good buddy Shelby Kerr, new to our wine and golf ball committee. But Tim has been a supporter for many years. Shelby's got a long history in the golf world also. They're giving up their home for several nights, which I've stayed at that home. It is gorgeous. It is literally a walk through the heather to the beach. I mean, there is nothing between you and the beach. It is phenomenal. And this is it's up to 12 people. Wow, that's a lot of folks there, Denise. Yeah. And it's a 3-night stay, and then you've got some access to the Gearhart Hotel. McMinimum's there, always doing good. That is the site of the Gearhart Cup, right? Another First Tee Greater Portland Children's Course program where we bring. How many kids do we take over to Gearhart, Denise?
With 24 total, 12 from Oregon and 12 from Washington.
How awesome is that? That is fantastic. So big shout out to Tim and Shelby for making that package possible. And that's a great one. You don't have to go through TSA. Nobody has to pat you down. You just get in your car and drive over to Gearhart. And who doesn't enjoy a few night stay over at Gearhart in an unbelievable home? It is absolutely magnificent. So big shout out to the Purrs making that happen, and our friends at Gearhart McMinimums also. So thank you so much. You know, I've got to say, folks, there's a couple of other getaways here. You've got Jim Schaefer's beautiful home. The head golf professional, director of golf at Waverley Country Club, has his home in the auction again this year. That is a phenomenal stay when you're down there. Right at PGA West. Was it Nicholas Tournament? Is that right? Yeah, Nicholas Tournament. Gorgeous home there. We also have a getaway to Tethero. Now, Steve, you happen to know these friends and a familiar last name here, right? If you're a Duck fan, big shout out to Darren and May Shelstad. Tell us about this package.
Yeah, just really an amazing family. And as you mentioned, they're known in the sports industry with Jackson playing at Oregon right now. But they've given us their home for 6 nights, 7 days. And what a special place. It's just up the road from all the activities there. And I want it. So I'm going to be in looking at that one myself.
That's right. Well, bid high and bid often. Let me give you some other scoop, Steve. Bid fast and bid last, and you will win. Okay?
Yeah.
So bid fast and bid last. Hey, I also want to draw attention. Our board chair, Robin, worked with the PGA Tour to put together this incredible package. And this is for the Players' Championship next year. There's only one Players' Championship, folks. Scotty Scheffler's defending champion. And this includes lodging and tickets to the Players' Championship, along with some memorabilia. And new this year, we've got quite a bit of signed memorabilia, Steve. These are great opportunities for to hang up in that man cave, or show off in your office, or to hide away for the holiday season. Give them out as nice gifts. I think you've recommended before.
Very much so. I know that Nelly hat is one that would be really special for a youngster come the holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely. And legendary right now, right? She just won her 5th event. I see she took off this week from LA. So the streak will continue after she gets a little rest. What you're referring to, though, Steve, is the Nelly Corda hat that is in our online auction. Let's see if I get lucky. There it is. Now this is, and it comes with Chardonnay. Denise, you may be bidding on this one. This is a signed Nelly Corda Nike hat, and this is awesome stuff. So yeah, a lot of great opportunities. You just got to peruse it. Like I said, 141 packages in the online auction. Denise, I don't remember ever seeing that many. So this is phenomenal, and great opportunities to support everybody, at all the kids at the Children's Course in First Tee Greater Portland. I also I want to make sure everybody knows, if you have any questions, please drop them in the question just in the comment box, or you want to say hello, please do that. I want to remind you that everybody that adds a comment is entered into a drawing to win a $25 Amazon gift card today. And that is awesome. And of course, Robin chiming in, because I believe that each of those individuals happen to wear the swoosh. I believe I'm right on that. But our buddy Robin Harrington making the comment that both are currently #1, and bidders can take a little piece of the dream with them while supporting our kids, making game changers. Speaking of game changers, I think Scotty and Nelly are both game changers. Would you agree, Robin? So this is awesome stuff. So get on there and bid. Hey, folks, I also want to, I shared with you earlier how to spread the word about any individual items in our online auction or our live auction. I also want to encourage you to share the event out. And right here at the bottom of the home page, you can share it to your Facebook. You can share it to your LinkedIn. You can also share it out with just a link. However you want to do it. Do us a favor, folks. If you want to make a difference, if you want to be a game changer for these kids, grab one of those icons and spread the word about all the incredible packages that are available and all the incredible things that happen at the Children's Course and First Tee Greater Portland. So we appreciate your help as all. And I wouldn't be doing my job as a fundraiser if I didn't mention to you, maybe you go through the catalog and just nothing jumps out at you, which I would be shocked. But if it did, and you would just like to make a donation, we do have a donation window here on the homepage. We also have some videos that you can check out that are fantastic. We represent some of the programs and the kids that are going through the First Tee and becoming game changers. So with that said, I also want to share with our group that Denise, you have put together an incredible, I don't even know what I want to call it, a party next week.
It'll be a lot of fun, that's for sure. We're really looking forward to it. We've got great hors d'oeuvres, heavy hors d'oeuvres, so no need to have anything before you get there. We've got chicken and waffles and steak crostini and poke tacos, a lot of fun stuff. And we've got some great wineries that'll be serving tastes of wine from Alexana, Archery Summit, Moffett Vineyards, and the Chehalem and Stoller Wine Group. And the way it's going to work this year is that you can get a taste of the wines at the wine stations, and then you can go to the bar and get a full glass if you happen to prefer that wine. So it's kind of unique, and that first time for us with this experience, and we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And Trent Moffett will be in the house. Michelle Fritz from Chehalem will be in the house, and our good friends at Archery Summit and Alexandria will also be. And we've got some special raffles for our in-person attendees, right?
We do. We have a wagon of whiskey that has over 12 bottles of pretty premier whiskey in it that you can purchase a raffle ticket for. And then we also have our always popular Magnificent Magnum raffle that has over 8 Magnums in it. So those will be available the night of the event. There'll be people walking around selling tickets. And so that's a great opportunity to get involved.
Yeah, that's awesome. 8 Magnums. Yeah. Just one hole short of a round of golf at the Children's Course, right? Just exactly. One hole short. Robin saying that everything sounds amazing. Robin, I'm so excited to have you tuning in today. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. And our buddy Eric, he is already out there sharing. He's tuning in on LinkedIn today. So that is fantastic, Eric. Appreciate your continued support. You're doing great things for us. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great event. People will also have their chance to raise their flag. Bid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And then after the live auction, our good friend Amy Troy will be emceeing that night with me, and we'll have a lot of fun. And then afterwards, we excuse ourselves to little desserts and things afterwards. So really a special event. It's not your typical, I call them rubber chicken dinners, right? It's really not, folks. This is an event. Not only are you in an incredible, phenomenal venue in Waverley, the history of golf at Waverley Country Club is just unbelievable, from Tiger Woods and the Pacific Coast Am or in the PNGA to U.S. Amateur in 71 to the U.S. Senior Women's Open just this last year where Annika played. I mean, it's a phenomenal venue. All the history is phenomenal, but you're surrounded by so many incredible people in our community who care about these children and want them to learn life skills through the game of golf. And speaking of one of our coaches, how about Stephanie Murphy is all fired up. She's got her golden ticket. She loves that. Stephanie's one of our longtime coaches for girls golf and all programs first tee there at the Children's Course. Steph, thanks for all your incredible support of the organization and things that you do to make a difference and helping us create those game changers. So look forward to seeing you next week, Steph. And yeah, fire in the hole.
I just wanted to add into what you said a minute ago about, just our reach. And, this is an amazing array of packages, but it really does come down to why we're doing it. We are looking to mentor, we're looking to touch lives of kids around the greater Portland area and beyond in the state. And this year we have a goal of reaching around 1,500 kids through our programming. And without everybody's generous support, it's a real tough task. So I'm so excited by what we've put together here to enable that.
Yeah, no, I can't echo your comments enough, Steve. It is fantastic to see everybody come together. Stephanie tells us she's chiming in again. I love it. She'll be running over right after girls golf Wednesday night. She'll be headed over to Waverley. So Steph, we'll be looking forward to seeing you there. Steve, you so eloquently put it. You've got an incredible team there at the Children's Course and all of the facilities that we're distributing First Tee program around the region. But it doesn't happen without resources, and those resources, the Winding Golf Ball is a big, big component in funding those resources and helping us to provide you with the fuel to lead the team to reach those 1,500 kids. So that is awesome. I want to let, if you have any questions, please drop them in the box right now. We hope you will definitely join us at Winding Golf Ball next Wednesday. You can still get tickets at windinggolfball.com, right? How do we feel about doing our little giveaway?
I think it's time. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do fire in the hole. Why not? Let's go to another view. I know Steve likes to be front and center, but there it is. All right, here we go. It's not as glamorous as the wheel of names we'll use next week, but it is pretty fun once I hit this button. So any last minute entries, get them in there. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Cannot be. Oh, we're sending it all the way to Great Britain. I'm assuming, Roger, that they have Amazon, that you can get Amazon in the UK. Roger is a unique individual, great steward of nonprofits I met here recently, originally from South Africa, and has been following all the stuff we're doing here in the States. So, Roger, thanks for tuning in. I will be sending you a gift card here in a moment. But that is fantastic fun. So any other thoughts, questions? I know I'm usually the oxygen thief. I see people are bidding, but fire it up, Denise. Any last comments for anybody out there?
You always say bid high and bid often.
Absolutely. Steve, any parting comments for us?
Just, because this is my first Winding Golf Ball, for those that are coming to the event, reach out. I want to say hello. I want to get to know you. And if you're not able to come, my job is just to be here and to be accessible and to help you know what we're doing day in and day out. And the best way to do that is to come see me and meet the team and walk the course with me. So just a heartfelt invitation. I hope everyone will take an opportunity to come see the Children's Course, to learn about our First Tee programming, and hopefully get to see the kids that we're touching. So that would be my hope.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. And hey, I want to echo your comments. I also want to thank some of the folks that we actually had folks from the First Tee at Benton Harbor tuning in today. Our former board chair and always a leader, Eric Gerbelson, thanks for tuning in. Gloria, thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it. Melissa, we appreciate it. It's just going to be an incredible event. We can't wait to see everybody next Wednesday at the Wine and Golf Ball. Until then, my friends, bid high and bid often for the kids. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.